Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. Tonight we are streaming live on YouTube from the Rec Center in St. Louis Park, bringing you non-conference girls varsity hockey. Again, the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights taking on the Andover Huskies out of the Northwest Suburban Conference, and of course Benilde-St. Margaret's out of the Metro West. They are on a 4-game winning streak, winning 4 of their last 4. Meanwhile, Andover comes in, winning 3 of their last 4. A big-time community, Andover, rising in the hockey ranks, here to take on Benilde-St. Margaret's at home that have really found their stride in the last 4 games. The last game we brought you was a close one, and they are highly entertaining, very skilled. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us, and they're in goal again tonight for the Red Knights. That is Ellie Hancock, the senior. She's got a 1.14 goals against average. That is stellar at any level of hockey. And Andover's goaltender, her name is Jade Karnowski, making a rare start. The sophomore starting instead of the senior in goal for Andover, and we're underway from the Rec Center. Glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports. Red Knights going left to right in white with red trim, and now Andover quickly right on, saved by Ellie Hancock, and another shot right away, and Andover out of the gate. Very powerful on that first rush. Ellie Hancock made a great save, as coming in to make that shot was number 9, Hannah Christensen. She's got 6 points of the year, 1 goal, 5 assists. And now Hassler on offense, loses the puck to Andover as again number 9, Hannah Christensen, and now taken away by number 9, Bailey for the Red Knights. Now Benilde-St plays it into the zone, and the Red Knights will change. Getting there first for Andover is number 4. That is Taylor Schriftfields. Now the puck ends up in the crease, and a little pushing and shoving between Hassler and number 25 for the Huskies of Andover. That was Courtney Little as we go to the replay. Hassler just making sure the puck is still not loose somewhere. Face off to the left of Karnowski, controlled by Andover. Nice outlet there by number 25, who I just mentioned was Courtney Little. Now into the Red Knight zone, slapped by number 5, Amelia McQuay, around to the back of the net. Now Andover controlling the puck nicely here early on in the Red Knight zone. Wrist shot from the point taken by number 4, Schriftfields for Andover, and the rebound controlled by Andover as they control the offensive end early on here. Red Knights looking to get some traction. And again, Andover skating very well in the offensive zone. That's Piper Andrews, the junior, keeping the puck alive. And now kept at the point, and another wrist shot by Sherrills, and that's on target, and the save by Hancock, her second of the evening, and she is a busy bee there in nets early on here. Andover off to a great start. 15:21 remaining, first period. Again, glad you're with us. This is ParkTV 16 Sports. All right, now face off quickly to the left of Hancock. Pasqua was in to do the honors, but Andover controls again in the offensive zone. Now from the point, that's Mackenzie Jones, the captain. Her shot rebounds behind the net. Now at the point, kept in by number 3. That's Jones again. And now the Red Knights able to get the puck down into the Andover zone, but getting there first is Jones for Andover. She stops quickly, outlets to the right side. Now intercepted in the red zone. That was Pasqua, and a nice forecheck by the Red Knights there as they start to answer and push back here a little bit. 5 shots on goal already credited to Andover, to 1 for the Red Knights. That is a surprise. Both these teams, though, have fairly identical records. They each have 5 wins on the year. Red Knights have a loss and a tie. Andover has 3 losses and no ties, but both have 5 wins early on here. Now the puck played again by Hannah Christensen, or excuse me, number 25. That was Little. And now Little plays it along the near boards, tried to bring it right back to herself. Puck loose in front, and the goal on the rebound. That looked like number 11. It was for Andover. That is Maya Engler. She came in with 5 goals, 2 assists, and 7 points on the year, and that puck just was loose, and they kept battering at it. Hancock couldn't get a hand on it there, and there with it It escapes, eludes Ruzinski, who was in the crease to try to stop it along with Hancock. And there's your goal scorer right there, number 11, to take the draw at center ice. Maya Engler, her 6th of the year. The leading goal scorer for the Huskies, and they are off to a very strong start. Cold, cold night outside, 2 degrees when the game time. Good thing they're not playing it at the ROC just behind us. And now the Red Knights answering right back, rush hard on goaltender Jade Karnowski and come right in there, and she makes her 2nd save of the afternoon, or the evening I should say, and now there'll be a face-off to her left. Morris to take the draw for the Red Knights. Puck played to the near boards. Still loose, control, and Andover able to play it out to mid-ice. Riley, though, Brooklyn Riley, number 44, plays it right back in, chasing it for the Red Knights, number 21, that's Heising. As Andover tries to clear it, and pass to mid-ice, collision, Andover comes away with it, that's number 14, Piper Andrews, and now into the Red Knight zone once again, with under 14 to go in a fast-paced first period. Now the puck along the far boards, picked up by number 21, Bryn Heising. She's got 4 goals, 3 assists for 7 points on the year herself. Now back to play it, number 14, Piper Andrews once again, now shooting into the Red Knight zone. That's Courtney Little. Now coming right back, Riley, and an offsides, is clearly unable to get back in time for the Red Knights. Number 8 caught in the zone, Katie Zarashek. And that stops the clock with 13:04 remaining. Face-off just outside the blue line on the Andover end. In to take the draw for the Red Knights, number 18, Taylor Hansen. She's their 2nd leading goal scorer thus far this season. Hansen with 3 goals, 8 assists for 11 points. Only Lulu Ruzinski has more. She's got 13 points, 5 goals, 8 assists. But right now, the Red Knights are down 1-0 on the only stat that matters in any hockey game. Now, coming right in, Hassler tried to do the give and go back with 18, Hansen, and now the puck was loose in front, and the save by Jade Karnowski, the sophomore goaltender. She's got a 3 goals a game against average, but she makes the save. Look at her concentration. She just kept her eye on the puck, didn't pay attention to any of the bodies flying around her. And that was a good sign there. Actually, you know what? That is not Jade Karnowski in nets. It is number 31 instead, Clarabella Hills. And that makes more sense. However, when they did the starting lineup, I could have sworn they said it was Jade Karnowski. So my apologies. In nets for Andover, Clarabella Hills, the junior. And I'll give you her goals against average here in just a second. It is up 0.67, which is even more stellar than Hancock. So we've got 2 great goaltenders here tonight, 2 good teams. This is gonna be a great match. And now here comes Hassler. She's got Ruzinski on her right, or no, number 8 instead, Zarashek. And Hassler, the athlete, goes down, and there's gonna be a tripping on Andover as they touch the puck. That'll stop the clock with 11:51 remaining. And here is that sequence. Hassler, just a great athlete out there, just gets tripped a little bit. Not your typical looking tripping call, but it was a trip nevertheless. Kind of hard to trip when you're in front of the player. I guess I've never quite seen that, but not a lot of protest from the Andover bench. Or number 4, who is gonna get rung up on that, Taylor Schreifiels. And the Red Knights with their first power play opportunity, down 1-0. And Andover clears it right on net. Hancock has to go down and make, which sometimes can be a difficult save. There was some pace on that puck. It bounces a little bit, but she handled it very well. She not only had her pad in her body, but the stick, just in case the puck did something funny right before. Well done. Now here come the Red Knights. Now Morris, number 22, brings it across the line. I look at the clock, 1:24 remaining in the player advantage, 11:11 remaining in the period. Now taking it away and shooting it down the ice is Hannah Christensen with an S-O-N, and now Pasqua behind the net will start off the charge. A little bit behind Ruzinski. She'll have to start over. Now she does. She breaks it out in front of the net. Now to mid-ice. On her right, she's got Pasqua. She skates it in. Now she'll pull up right at the blue line. Backhanded pass to the near boards, number 21, Heising. And there is Andover doing an excellent job on the penalty kill. This time it was number 2, Ella Thorson, the senior forward for Andover. And the Red Knights have only 3 shots on goal, and I don't know if they have any here on the power play. Now that's Vernig, number 11, and she skates away at mid-ice, getting harassed from behind nicely by number 5 for Andover. That's Amelia McQuay, and now right there with 23 seconds in the player advantage, they just flip those pucks down there, chewing up that power play time. That was Mackenzie Jones this time for Andover, number 3. 10 seconds remaining. Now they've got it. Gray looking for an opportunity late in the power play. Tried to make a maneuver to break towards the net rather than shoot it. 2 seconds remaining. Now with it, number 18. That is Taylor Hansen. And the wrist shot by Hassler on target. And that gets stick saved to the right corner. Puck loose now along the boards, and a cross check from behind right in front of the referee goes uncalled. Now with it, the Red Knights. 18 again. Hansen to the near boards, Gray, as the intensity level is picking up on the offensive end for the Red Knights. Now Gray can't quite handle the bump puck, and the bouncing puck, I should say, and now should get back to play it. Now Hansen with it at her own blue line, skating to Hassler. Hassler wasn't in a good position to receive that pass, and now Andover trying to fight for it at mid-ice. That's number 17, Audrey Lynn. Now into the Red Knight zone. Hancock will let it go behind her. Brooklyn Riley gets there first, being chased by number 10, Julia Gertis. For Andover, now behind the net, Lulu Rosinski, leading scorer, 13 points on the year so far. And now a beautiful pass. Couldn't handle it though, was Zaracek. And Andover comes away with it. And they play it to mid-ice. Red Knights doing a better job than the early moments, keeping the Andover Huskies from scoring. And now they are trying to take control on their own offensive end as Riley skates it in and dumps it behind the net, and she'll skate off on a change. Now Andover takes it right back from in behind their own net. That's Julia Gertis. Now she gets hung up into the corner. Nice forecheck by Pasqua, fighting in there. Now she comes away with the puck with 2 Andover Huskies right on her. Great play by Pasqua. And now coming away with it is number 25, Courtney Little, the senior captain, and kept in by Bailey Gray as the Red Knights now really playing much better with the intensity, and it's paying off out there. They just haven't had a goal yet as we're now under 8 to go. Morris comes in, splits the defense right at the blue line, gets off the puck, gets it right back and right in front, and the shot goes wide right. That was taken by number 21, Bryn Heising, and now we're gonna have a whistle and an offsides, as clearly Heising was beyond the blue line as they tried to skate it in. Here's 22 coming around. Morris, she stuck with it, and then right there, it wasn't necessarily an intentional pass, but she happened to be right there, and she missed the net to the wide right. Looked like she might have had an opening there in that upper right-hand corner. Couldn't quite get it on there in time. Okay, now here comes Andover in a collision at mid-ice between number 3, Jones, and Morris for Benilde, but that ruins the rush for Andover. Nice job then by Morris. Now skating from behind is Vernig, getting poke check, but she's able to get it ahead to Benilde-St on the near boards. Now the Huskies take it right back away. This is a very physical game, and now we're gonna get a whistle from the referee, and they're gonna send it back into the Andover zone. Penalty called on that. Not sure exactly, was that a 2-line pass? Did they call that? That might have been what it is. I'm not sure what that was. Anyway, I know this, face-off in the Andover zone with 7:13 to go. Puck controlled by number 3 behind the net, Mackenzie Jones. Now at mid, no, now behind, now they skated out there. No one there really for Andover, and the Red Knights take advantage. Hansen with it. Now Vernig tries to get it to Hessler, but it got deflected in the Red Knight zone, and now a chance for Andover on the forecheck. The backhand pass gets deflected on the Hessler stick on the far side as she tries to break by the defense, and she's got speed, getting harassed there by 28, Hannah Olsen, and they both go hard into the boards, but the puck continues to the near corner. Now at the point, Riley with it. Her shot goes wide left. Now Hassler at the circle, backhands it. No look pass at the blue line, and having trouble handling it there was Ruby Ryan, and almost a breakaway opportunity there for Andover. Can't make too many mistakes against, and now look at that nifty pass ahead off the boards to number 11, Maya Engler, and she almost puts it in the net again. Nice play there by Andover. What a brilliant pass that was along the far boards, wasn't it? Now Hansen coming all the way in. Great offensive hockey here. It's getting the state tournament type feel between these two teams, and they are both capable of making the state tournament. Now Hassler with a quick shot, and over to cut off the angle was the goaltender, Claire Bella Hills, with just a 0.67 goals against average. Here's Hassler. Quick shot there, and the defenseman was right there also to cut off any angles. There was a lot of net to the left, but you know who was there? It was Courtney Little, number 25, the senior defender, helping out her goaltender, Hills. Great job. Both teams playing very well here. 1-0 our score. Great hockey game. Glad you're with us. And that shot by Pasqua. And there was Hills. She is playing magnificently in nets here. Shots on goal are starting to even up now. Red Knights have 8, Andover 6, but they lead on the scoreboard 1-0 as we're under 5.5 to play in period number 1. We are live from the Rec Center in St. Louis Park on the coldest night of the year, the winter year so far. 2 degrees out there, below 0 for a lot of the day, but nice and toasty here at the Rec Center. Great place to watch hockey. And these Red Knights and Andover Huskies. Okay, now back in her own zone is the Red Knights, struggling now to break the puck out with 5 minutes to go. That's Verning along the near boards, but Little puts it right on net. Hancock all over that one as she steers it into the near corner. Now Little gets it by her, and there'll be a race. Going forward is Rock, Emerson Rock, number 10, going against 2 Huskies, and the Huskies win that one. A nice job by number 4. Taylor Schriefels goes to her knees and digs that puck out of her own zone. Great hockey going on. Great effort there by number 4, Schriefels, for Andover. Now they play it back around the corner. Pass intended for number 10, Gertis, now into the Red Knight zone. Kept in again by number 20 this time. That was Molly Clough, just a freshman out there for the Huskies. And the Red Knights break it out finally, but right there at mid-ice to play it for Andover is Mackenzie Jones, and back into the Red Knight zone. Backhand pass by number 17, Audrey Lind. Now centering pass right through the crease. No one there for Andover to take advantage. Great centering pass as it came out of that corner like a rocket, didn't it? Now backhanded in by number 13 for Andover. That's Shelby Larson, also a freshman for Andover. Now played by 22 Morris on the near boards as the Red Knights now struggling to break it out of their own zone. Now Bailey Gray intercepts, but she gets it checked off her stick, and Andover keeps the pressure on in the Red Knight zone. Now coming away with it, number 21, Heising, and she'll dump and chases. That was an extended shift there for Red Knights. They needed a change. Benilde-St gets pulled from behind, loses her stick. No call there. Now Andover breaks it out, and that could be an icing. No, they're going to wave it off, and it's going to be a race. Playing it and getting there first for the Red Knights was number 7, Ruby Ryan. Nice job by her, now at mid-ice, and picked up by number 9 for Andover. That's Hannah Christensen. Now into the corner, Vernig spins, plays it on the far boards. Hassler bangs at it. Puck comes out in the circle, loose. Ryan plays it back out to the boards. Now Hassler has it. She looks around, waits. Now she hits Hansen, and she couldn't handle the pass, but she'll chase it into the zone. Chasing her is Courtney Little for Andover. Now Little, she'll play it off the glass, near boards, trying to keep it in with Lulu Rosinski, fresh off the bench. She's their leading scorer. Will she find another one right here? She comes right in, tries to get by the defenseman, and Hills, the goaltender, smothers it as Rosinski crashes on top of her, and that stops the clock with 2:38 remaining. Nifty, she ran out of ice, and the puck got a little ahead of her, and Claire Bella Hills smartly, and here was that other shot right there on net, and the great concentration by Ellie Hancock, the senior goaltender. What a match we have here. 2.5 to go, first period. Riley now Plays it to the corner, tried to get it to Hassler, intercepted. They saw that coming. You almost felt like it was telegraphed. Now they're gonna play it into the zone. Number 2, Ella Thorson. And Riley will play it into the corner. And coming out with it, number 18, that is Claire Ryan, and into the zone on the far side. Hassler goes down. Also the Andover Husky, number 4. She takes a little push from the head there from Hassler. Now around the boards. Bailey Gray crashes into the puck. And she goes down, and they're going to call a penalty from all the way around. Unbelievable. Now Hancock leaves the net. They add a skater. 1:48 remaining. They're going to get 2 minutes for tripping, and there, finally, Andover touches the puck. You judge for yourself if we can get that on replay. That just was a hockey play or an actual trip here. Let's see. Gray, though, forcing the action. There's Hassler. She goes. Yeah, that is I guess that could be a trip. And the Red Knights will take it, and they will now get their second power play opportunity with 1:45 remaining. They're down 1-0. They lead in shots on goal 9-7. Face off to Clarabella Hills and Andover. Wow, they got almost a bad break that hit one of the joints between the glass panes. And I thought it might have stayed in their zone, but they did manage to get it out to mid-ice. Now bring it back in with the player advantage for the Red Knights. Number 22, Addie Morris. Now to the near corner, number 21, Bryn Heising. At the point, Rosinski to the top of the circle. Heising takes a shot. It gets deflected in front. Now Brooklyn Riley plays it over to the far corner to number 22, Morris. Morris now to Rosinski. She was not able to make a shot. She wasn't in position. As we approach a minute to go in the period and 1:20 in the player advantage. Now coming all the way back, Pasqua chasing her for Andover. That's Hannah Olson, the senior captain, another senior captain for the Andover Huskies. Both these teams have 5 wins on the year. Red Knights have 2 adverse results, a tie and a loss. Andover has 3, so fairly identical records. These 2 powerhouses, Red Knights out of the Metro West, Andover out of the Northwest Suburban. 50 seconds remaining in the player advantage. Hassler, nice pass to Morris, right on the mark, beautiful. Will that result in a goal? Here's Morris with 25 seconds remaining in the period. Now Hassler can't control it. Into the corner, 18 seconds remaining. Now Courtney Little will play it out. Kept in by Bailey Gray, nicely done. Now in front, a chance for the Red Knights. Hassler, she waited too long as Courtney Little was able to get over and deflect that. 3 seconds remaining. And Little will have it, and there is the buzzer signaling the end of period number 1. And what a period it was. 17 total shots on goal. Our score after 1 complete, Andover 1, Benilde-St. Margaret 0. The Red Knights will be on the power play for the first 15 seconds in period number 2. Stay with us as we step aside.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Come back to ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. We are bringing you girls non-conference varsity hockey. Red Knights at home on a 4-game winning streak, down 1-0 against the visiting Andover Huskies out of the Northwest Suburban Conference. They've won 3 of their last 4. They have identical win records at 5 wins apiece. 2 adverse decisions for the Red Knights, a loss and a tie, 3 for Andover. They've got 3 losses on the year, but what a great first period it was. Up and down action, lots of offense, 17 shots total, favor the Red Knights, but Andover has the important stat. They're up 1-0 on a goal early in the first by number 4. That was Taylor Schreifels, the sophomore defenseman, put Andover on the board first. And coming up here in the second period, the Red Knights were on the power play at the conclusion of period number 1 on a tripping call in the Andover zone. So they'll have 15 seconds remaining on the player advantage, and they'll be going right to left. And both these teams have great goaltenders. Ellie Hancock comes in with a 1.14 goals against average, and Clarabella Hills has played magnificently, fending off 10 shots. And now we're back underway. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube, and we're underway, and right away Andover. And there was the number 4, Taylor Schreifels, who got goal number 1. And now the centering pass by Schreifels just misses the mark. As coming in was Hannah Olsen. They couldn't quite connect. Meanwhile, now the Red Knights back on the other side. That's number 8 with it. Katie Zakrashek, I should say. Still learning to pronounce her name. My apologies. And now Andover breaks out into the Red Knight zone. Cross rink pass, springs open, number 9 coming right in on Hancock. She makes the save. Rebound though behind the net, and that was number 9, Hannah Christensen, right on the doorstep. Much like the first period, she was sprung loose on a 45-degree angle to the left circle. Right here, wide open. Almost breakaway. She eyed it up, had her head up, went for the upper left-hand corner. Although the puck went to the right, but boy, her head was looking to that left-hand corner. And Hancock makes a huge save here early in period number 2. The Red Knights do not want to go down 2-0 against this very good Andover Husky team. Evenly matched here, both these teams. Great hockey game. Okay, now here comes the Red Knights. Hassler, she gave it up right in there, and Hancock saves Hassler on that one. Ellie Hancock coming up with 2 magnificent saves. Now Hassler at mid-ice, and what a pass. A mini breakaway coming right in, and Clarabella Hills steers that with her right pad into the corner. Now breaking away from the near boards was number 18, and she gets skated off. That was Taylor Hansen. Now at mid-ice, Ryan. Gray tries to bat it into the Andover zone. Finally, it does get in there, but Andover takes it right back. Number 14, that's Piper Anderson with a P-Y-P-E-R. First time I've seen that spelling. Very creative. Now behind, and that's going to be an icing call. And I think that's the first icing call of the evening. Here coming in the second, and there was the steal, and right on the doorstep, number 14, Piper Andrews, had a golden opportunity, and Ellie Hancock, huge save. And there was Bailey Gray, and that was just a beautiful, maybe the best play I've seen tonight. I love a great pass in any sport, and that was brilliant by Bailey Gray. Fun to watch. All right, now back, and another icing call against Andover. Their second consecutive with just a few seconds in between. We'll bring it right back. And what a great camera work by our videographers with ParkTV 16 Sports, the best in the business. Now, face off to the right of Clarabelle Hills. Puck controlled momentarily by the Red Knights, loose in front, now taken back by Andover. Outlet pass, well executed. That's number 17 on the far wing, bringing it in to the Red Knight zone. Audrey Lynn, she loses it to number 13. That was Shelby Larson, and she put a shot on goal, and another save for Hancock. And they are evening up the shots on goal. It was 10-7 at the beginning of the period. Now it's 11-10 Red Knights. Andover came out strong. Now right in on goal was Lulu Rosinski, and she couldn't quite get it to go. And another great save by Clarabelle Hills for Andover. Now on the far boards, under 15 as we approach almost 14 to go here in second period. Another quick-paced, high-intensity period, back and forth. It does have a state tournament intensity to it. Now, puck now back into the Red Knight zone. Getting there first is Brooklyn Riley, number 44. She misses Gray. Now puck loose at mid-ice, and Andover takes advantage. But Benilde-St takes over, and she gets it poke-checked away by number 3 just in the nick of time. That was Mackenzie Jones. And almost a scoring opportunity. Now the fast-paced number 9, Hannah Christensen, showing some great speed there. Catches up with the puck, turns on it. Now decides to backhand it to the point. She had me fooled on that pass. Now into the corner. That shot taken by number 4, Schreifels. And unable to keep it in with her right paw. And now the puck is loose, and we got a whistle. And the referee has his hand up. He takes the puck right here. Here was Lulu Rosinski. Look at the edge on her skate. She comes right in and tried to sneak it in the hole, and there was a little bit of a tiny opening there, and Rosinski came close, and there is going to be a penalty on that whistle. I didn't see what it was, but there is a forlorn-looking Husky in the box, not enjoying it. So 2 minutes on the board for the Red Knights. This is going to be their third power play of the night. I don't think they have had to kill off any. Slashing is the call on Courtney Little, the senior captain for Andover. And so now 2 minutes on the board. Now there's 1:45 remaining in the player advantage. Red Knights have struggled against Andover on the power play thus far this evening. This will be their third attempt, as I mentioned. Now playing it, that is number 18, Hansen. Now to the point, Gray keeps it in. Far side, Hassler, top of the circle, looking. Pass now back to Zakracek. Now Hassler turns on it. Top of the circle, return pass. Now Gray with the wrist shot, and well, they're never easy, are they? But she saw that all the way into her left glove. Look at Bella Claire, she's flipping that puck around. Watch how she flips it at the end if we can keep with it. Right. Watch this. Oh, keep it going. Nope, oh well. Face-off to Hills left. 12:37 to go, and right off the face-off, there's Hills. Slow-moving puck came right at her. Sometimes those can handcuff a goaltender if they're not careful. So they'll do it again to the left of Hills. Face-off controlled by Andover momentarily in their own corner. Red Knights double-teaming Morris along with 21. Heising now at the top. Gray, and the shot and the goal! The assist is going to go to Gray, and the goal is going to go to number 21, Bryn Heising, with a sharpshooter wrist shot from just inside the circle on the right side. Beats Clarabella Hills, the junior goaltender. What a pass by Gray, opened her up right in the circle. Wrist shot, it may have been tipped by a defenseman's stick, but nevertheless, the goal is going to go to that woman right there, number 21, Bryn Heising. It's going to be her 5th of the year to go along with 3 assists, and it may have been tipped just ever so slightly, which may have handcuffed Clarabella Hills. And now we're tied at 1 as we approach 12 minutes to go. All right, now Red Knights feeling emboldened by that last goal, and now taking that wrist shot was Claire Ryan, or excuse me, number 18, Taylor Hansen, and that gets tipped out of play up and over into the net behind the goaltender, Clarabella Hills. Wow, we're tied at 1. 13 shots for the Red Knights, 10 for the Huskies. 12:10 remaining in period number 2, and we're tied. What a match here. Now 18, Hansen tries to get it to the point. Finally to Rosinski. She'll play it back around the boards into the far corner. Little able to poke it away. Nice play there by Little, brilliant. Now it gets backhanded out to mid-ice, and getting there first is number 8, Zakracek. Now Lulu Rosinski takes it up. She skates out. Now she goes down on her own there. Just lost, I call them, what do you call those little snow ice snakes? Invisible. Just, sometimes they do that thing. Down Rosinski went, and that was an opportunity for Andover. Now Rosinski gets it again, and she's going to dump it down and change on the fly. And that is going to be an icing on Rosinski and the Red Knights, and that will stop the clock with 11:22 remaining, and that'll bring the puck. I think this is the first icing call against the Red Knights. I can't remember any in the first period. That's a sign of great hockey by both teams, let me tell you what. Okay, now face-off to the left of Hancock, controlled by number 7, Ryan, Ruby Ryan, as opposed to Claire Ryan, who's number 16. Now here comes Andover on the forecheck. They get the steal. That's Amelia McQuaid. McQuaid loses the handle on it. Now it's played by 2, Ella Thorson. Now McQuaid. Number 5 for Andover. Her centering shot deflected, though, by number 10, Emerson Rock for the Red Knights. Now back behind the net. That's 14. Piper Andrews. And now puck loose, picked up by number 2, Ella Thorson. This is dangerous for the Red Knights. They look a little lethargic, and there's the wrist shot right in front. Puck loose, still loose, and now a whistle. as they push and shove, and Hancock finally got on that. But Andover was seemingly moving in here right there, point blank range, deflected in front, rebound by number 22 there. She slapped at it. That was Molly Clough, the freshman, before Hancock was able to control that puck and stop the clock with 10:38 remaining. Shots now at 13, Red Knights 12, Huskies, as they control that faceoff to the right of Hancock. And now advantage Huskies here, it seems. Red Knights maybe in a little bit of a lull after that last goal. Sometimes a mini letdown within the game. And now here comes number 11, Josie Vernig. She doesn't look lethargic at all out there, trying to spark these Red Knights as we're still tied at 1. Now Benilde-St does a nice job at the blue line, turning back the Huskies as they'll have to regroup on side. Now, again, Vernig playing well, taking that puck away at the blue line, and now she'll skate it to mid-ice along the near boards and dump it in. Well job there by number 11, Josie Vernig. Now in the far boards, Andover. That is number 11, Maya Engler. Taken away at the point beautifully by Vernig again. She is ubiquitous out there, right everywhere, playing very well, keeping the energy level up for the Red Knights. As I mentioned, it felt like they had a little bit of a letdown there after that goal. 9:43 remaining in period number 2. We're even at 1, and shots 13-12. Can't get more even than that. Okay, now, well, maybe just a little bit, but pretty close. Now a wrist shot as number 13 worked it along the board. Shelby Larson got by the defender, created a shot for herself, and Hancock makes a save. And now there's pushing and shoving in front of the net as Hancock shoved number 13, as she should, Shelby Larson. When you're the goaltender, that's your crease. But there was that was a tough shot. And then right there, puck loose, pushing and shoving, Brooklyn Riley along with the Andover Huskies, Audrey Lynn. And then right there, Hancock not having it. Face-off, though, will be outside the zone, just outside the blue line. 9:27 remaining in period number 2. Fast-moving game here. Another sign of two well-coached, well-playing teams here. Now Hassler able to get the puck down the ice, and is it going to be icing? No, it's waved. Played first by the Huskies, number 14, Piper Andrews. Now out to mid-ice. That was played by number 8, Zakrashek. Now Little, backhanded. Hassler intercepts at mid-ice, and now she'll try to bring up, and she gets hooked a little bit from behind, and there's going to be a penalty, and it could be hooking on Andover's number 14, Piper Andrews. I think I saw it in, what did they say, in real time. Right here, judge for yourself. Hassler comes away, she's poking at it, and she got the stick up a little high too. That could be a high sticking or a hook, or both. So now another 2 minutes on the board. Red Knights, here's the call.
For hooking.
Hooking is the call on Andrews. And now the Red Knights trying to get their first lead, in the wrist shot taken by Lulu Rosinski. Right at eye level, and there she is with the puck. Watch, I don't know if we can keep the replay that long, but she's now done this for the second time. Claire Bella makes the glove save, and before she hands it to the, we're not gonna keep it. Keep an eye on that, that's kind of fun. Okay, now Pasqua. Wrist shot just gets by the crease into the near corner. Andover tries to clear it, kept in along the boards by Morris. Wrist shot. Oh, that was a pass across the crease, and Pasqua can't handle it, and now she's got to get on her horse if she's going to get there first, and she does get there first, and she plays it with the backhand of Rosinski. Good forecheck, though, by Andover's 28. That's Hannah Olson, the senior forward captain. Now back in the other way, Heising to Brooklyn Riley. Riley now gets it back to Morris, 22, and now Pasqua misses that one, and they're off to the races, and chasing it is number 9. She's got speed. That's Hannah Christensen, and Hancock does a nice job recognizing that. And now Hassler sprung. She comes across the line. She's got an angle, and she scores it. That is pure talent, folks. Kendall Hassler. My goodness. lightning fast shot, and she threaded the needle in the upper left-hand corner. That's gotta feel good, huh? Watch this. Brzezinski with the pass, springs Hassler right on the money. And then with her speed, she comes in, she's got her head up, and she goes short side over the right shoulder of Clarabella. Top shelf sit, actually, from that angle. Big time goal by number 97, Kendall Hassler, puts the Red Knights on top 2-1. That goal comes with 7:45 remaining. And assist is gonna go to Lulu Brzezinski. And Hancock's gonna get an assist on that. 2 assists, Hancock the goaltender. That's gotta be her first of the year. Now Hassler, oh, she lost her edge there. She's gotta be feeling the adrenaline after that goal. And she might have to take a break here. Nope, they're gonna keep her on the ice. 7:23 remaining, offside's the call. Face off now just outside the blue line, and she lost her edge. What a match. Shots on goal now, 16 for the Red Knights, 13 for the Huskies. And now Ryan with it, number 7, Ruby Ryan. Now to the near boards, that's Claire Ryan. She plays the puck into the zone. Pasqua centering pass, she got there first. No one there but 2 Andover Huskies, but the rebound comes out to Gray, and she takes a wrist shot, and that gets steered by the stick by Hills, the goaltender, into the corner. Now that is Pasqua, and these Red Knights have found their energy once again. There was just a momentary lull there right after that first goal. I think there was a sense of relief there as they were struggling to get on the scoreboard all the way halfway into the second period. It was just a momentary letdown, and now they are back on it. Into the zone, Andover getting there first. Courtney Little, a nice player there for Andover. Now to the near side, number 4, that's Taylor Schreifels, and she'll play it in and change on the fly, but getting there first as both players go down. No call, nor should there be. That was just a hockey play now, but coming away with it is number 11. That's Engler. To the point to number 20, over to the far side. That shot goes hard off the back glass. Rebound. Red Knight fans calling for a penalty on number 11, Maya Engler. They thought they saw a cross check just inside the blue line. No call on that. Now Josie Vernig with it behind the net as Andover putting the pressure on. They want to tie this up here before the end of the period for sure. Now breaking away with it in her own zone is number 6. That's Grace Bendixson. And that shot is going to be icing call. I believe it is. And that should bring the puck all the way back. Are they going to have it just outside the blue line? That's what they're going to do. Clock stop, 5:49 to go. Both sides at full strength. The majority of the penalties have come against Andover. They've got 4 on the night. I don't think the Red Knights have had 1 penalty tonight. They haven't. No power play opportunities for Andover that I can recall. I don't keep stats, so it's all memory of the lack thereof. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Hope you're enjoying the hockey game right in front. Riley there, no Andover Huskies to take advantage. Good centering pass. Now Hassler sprung loose again. Here she comes in. Rematch number 2. She tried the same location. She tried to go short side, and this time Clarabella Hills was ready to meet that match. Great hockey action there. Goaltending, scoring. Now Gray at mid-ice. She'll come in and put it on. No, she misses it. Now off the boards. Getting there first for Andover. Number 3 is Mackenzie Jones. Kept in by Gray. She does a nice job with that at the blue line, doesn't she? Again, and she's got a great assist on Hassler's goal. Now Andover tries to break it out to number 17, and that gets broken up, Lynn, and it'll come all the way down, and that will be an icing on Andover. Stopping the clock, 4:45 remaining. Here's that replay. Puck ahead, Hassler right on the money. This was the second one. She just scored on the same play, and that time, Clarabella Hills, she'd seen that movie before, and she was ready. Nice job by Hills. Kendall Hassler is a heck of a player out there. All right, now playing it, Courtney Little. Can't get it out, kept in again by Pasqua. She gets it to Emerson Rock as she tried to give the give and go back to Pasqua and Andover there. But now here's Vernig, playing very well tonight. And the puck now at mid-ice. Ruby Ryan plays it. Now Andover pushing and shoving, and Taylor Schreffels comes away with it. Over to Little, now to the far side. And into the zone, no offside call. They wave it, now Vernig. She spins in her own zone, gets by the defender, but the puck got a little too far out in front of her, and Little able to slap it right back into the Red Knights zone, and they'll regroup. Now on the forecheck, that's number 5, Amelia McQuay. Schreffels takes a shot, didn't get a lot on it, then went off the ankle of number 5, Amelia McQuay, who was right in on the doorstep there, but now breaking out, this is Emerson Rock, number 10, into the Andover zone. Rock has 4 points on the year, 3 goals and an assist. Pasqua goes down, so does number 14, Piper Andrews. They're slow to get up, but they're okay. Trying to keep it at the corner with Lulu Rosinski, but coming away with it is Heising. Heising getting poke checked away nicely right at the blue line by Piper Andrews, and she'll skate off as they dump the puck in. Rosinski quickly to get it with 3:11 remaining. They still lead 2-1. Now Morris at mid-ice. Had to go to the back, skating to try to play it, and it got away from her, and now Andover gets it to mid-ice. And that was a great play to the near side to number 9. Now Kate skates it in, Hannah Christensen, but the Red Knights right there to take it away, as they are playing much better defensively here in the second period. Now with it, number 22 is Addie Morris, and she loses control. Getting there first is Mackenzie Jones. She gets it to number 9, Hannah Christensen, and she'll break it out of her own zone into the mid-ice. Hannah Christensen, number 9, showing some speed there. Coming along the corner, Rosinski tries to poke check it away, but Christensen handles it. Now at the point, number 3, Jones to the far side. Struggling to control it was number 20, Molly Clough. Now behind, centering pass in the slot, and that shot goes wide left. Taken by number 11, Maya Engler. And now back out at mid-ice as the Andover Huskies now showing some dominance on the offensive end of the rink. On the far boards, number 3, Mackenzie Jones. She looks like she's on the power play out there. Red Knights letting her have her way back there. Uncontested all the way around. She does a full circle, puts a wrist shot on goal, gets deflected in the corner, and she gets there first, Mackenzie Jones. So the Red Knights looking a little more lethargic here as we got under 2 to go. What a fast-paced period. Now coming right in, and the wrist shot deflected, backhand rebound by number 9, Christensen. Can't get it on net. A minute and a half to go, and now Kendall Hassler has had enough, and they will do an intentional icing play there just to stop the clock and allow them to change lines, as Andover had sustained pressure in the zone, and Hancock playing very well in nets. She's faced 15 shots, let in 1. Meanwhile, the Red Knights have 19 shots on goal. Nearly 45 shots in 2 periods of hockey. That's great hockey, folks. Okay, now into the corner. Ruby Ryan gets there first, stays with it. Now Gray has it. Along the far board, she pushes it to mid-ice. And now it's played by the cross check, and Andover plays it right back into the Red Knight zone. Ruby Ryan getting there first. She'll play it back. No one there really, wide open, except Hassler does get there first. But that was an opportunity for Andover, and the puck comes out to mid-ice. Little plays it. Now Schreffels over to the far boards, tried to get it to number 17, Aubrey Lind, and she brings it in. Red Knights get there first as we have 48 seconds remaining. Bailey Gray now with a late second period rush, and that was tipped by Kessler, and it's going to be an icing call as it goes all the way down the ice off Hassler's stick. That stops the clock with 39.8 seconds remaining. Face-off opportunity for Andover coming up. This will be to the left of goaltender Ellie Hancock. Andover would love nothing better than to tie this up at the tail end of the second period. Go in tied to begin the third on the road against these Red Knights. Both these teams very even, it seems. Now that shot just off the side of the net, taken by number 11, Maya Engler. Andover keeps the pressure on, following that face-off, and unable to handle at the blue line, and Pasqua helps force it out to mid-ice. And now into the Andover zone, they wave off icing. Getting there first for Andover's Hannah Olsen. Now misplaying it and taking advantage, but losing her edge there was number 6, Grace Benilde-St, and almost an opportunity for the Red Knights to get a shot on goal. 3 seconds still remaining as Verne gets it. Now coming right in, and a last-second shot is gloved and saved by Clarabella Hills, and that will conclude our period number 2. So after 2 complete, our score 2-1. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're going to step aside, but come on back for period number 3.
Sometimes there's no do-over. Some things you can't rewind. That's when an extra safety step could mean the difference between a close call and a call to 911. Simple steps save lives. Learn more at poolsafely.gov.
Back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We're at the Rec Center in St. Louis Park, bringing you live girls varsity hockey featuring Andover Huskies and the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights, and we're about to begin period number 3. And if you're just joining us, you're in for a treat here in period number 3. There have been 45 shots on goal in the first 2 periods, but our score is 2-1, and that tells you 2 things: great goaltending and great hockey here at the Rec Center. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us here. This is ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube, and the Red Knights on the left in white and red, and the Andover Huskies, they got off to the initial lead in the first period and took that 1-goal lead into the second before the Red Knights were able to tie it up and then take the lead in the second. And now we're going to begin period number 3. And both goaltenders tonight, Ellie Hancock, who came in the 1.14 goals against average, and Clarabella Hills, both have played magnificently, and it's just been a great December hockey game from the Rec Center, and we're about to begin period number 2. The referee looks to both goaltenders, gets the signal, looks at the scoreboard. We're ready to go in period number 3. In to take the face-off for the Red Knights, number 22 is Addie Morris, and Andover controls, and they have gotten off to quick starts at the beginning of both periods 1 and 2, and we'll see if they try to do that again as they won that initial face-off, trying to tie it up here early in the third. Now behind the net, getting there next is number 44, Brooklyn Riley, now at mid-ice. Red Knights come away with it, and into the zone is Heising. Backhand pass to Morris with the backhand and the quick wrist shot. Hills out of position, scramble, and what would you call that, a scrum right in the goal crease as the Red Knights putting the pressure on here early in the third. That stops the clock, and there is a beleaguered looking Clarabella Hills. And the Red Knights will change, and there'll be a face-off to Hills' right, again with 16:25 remaining. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports as the puck comes out of the zone, and Gray shoots it right back in, and getting there first for Andover is number 3, Mackenzie Jones. Now with it, number 20, Molly Clough, and she'll play it back around her own goal, and there is number 9 to play it along the far boards, Christensen, but the Red Knights are keeping it in. And now the Andover Huskies will clear it, and it's going to be icing as Kendall Hassler gets there, and that will stop the clock. So good start for the Red Knights. They didn't give up any close, good scoring opportunities to Andover as they had done in the beginning of both periods 1 and 2, and now they have the advantage with a face-off in the Andover zone, and they won the face-off, but it came all the way out to mid-ice, and there'll be a chase as Bailey Gray goes down, and that leaves the puck. But over there to clear it was number 7, Ruby Ryan. And I've noticed that several players have lost their edge out there, seemingly inadvertently, for some reason, if that's the ice condition or just the angle they took. Okay, now with it, Andover, the angle of their skate blade is what I'm referring to. Now back, and it could be an icing, and it's gonna be as Lulu Rosinski gets there. That's the second icing against Andover, and that'll stop the clock with 15:20 remaining in the match. And The shots on goal are now 20 for the Red Knights, 16 for the Huskies. And now we're gonna have a reversal, and they're gonna face it off back in the Red Knight zone, and there's gonna be a penalty that I did not notice. And in the box for the Red Knights is number 8, Katie Zakraszek. And that's the first power play opportunity now for Andover, comes early in the third, and now an opportunity for them. I did not see that at all. I didn't even see the referee's arm go up, so we'll listen.
For cross-checking.
Cross-checking on Zakraszek. 2 minutes, player advantage for the Huskies. And now Red Knights play it back out, and that's gonna be on net. Played by Hills, chasing behind is Brooklyn Riley on the forecheck, and now skating from behind her own net is Mackenzie Jones with a head of steam. She brings it all the way in the Red Knight zone, takes a shot, deflects off the backboards all the way to the top of the point. That's number 11 with it, Maya Engler, her shot into the corner. Picked up by number 9, Hannah Christensen. Now in the corner, centering pass, Courtney Little got a stick on it, but it was deflected in front, and now it's played back out to mid-ice, and with her hand was Mackenzie Jones, and now she'll skate in. 14:28 remaining in the period. Coming up on 1 minute on the player advantage, and now Lula Rosinski easily flips the puck all the way down as Claire Bella Hills comes out to play it, and now she'll outlet it to mid-ice to number 9, Hannah Christensen. But now it's on the stick of Kendall Hassler. She loses it momentarily and then flips it all the way back into the Andover zone. 48 seconds when number 11, Maya Engler, gets to the puck. Engler now backhands it. No one really there immediately, but there to pick it up is Ellie Thoresen. Now back to Little, back to Thoresen at mid-ice. She'll skate it in. 34 seconds remaining in the player advantage. She gets met by Bailey Gray at the blue line. Now with it, number 20, Molly Clough. Shot deflected by Ruby Ryan. She'll try to skate it out of the zone, and she does. Nice effort there by Ruby Ryan, and she gets a round of applause, and well-deserved. 16 seconds remaining in the player advantage. There is gonna be another penalty on the Red Knights. Here comes Andover with 8 seconds remaining in the player advantage, and they're gonna get another one right here as the whistle blows, and that was a clear penalty against the Red Knights way back in the Andover zone. I think that looked like a trip to me, and that stops the clock with 13:24 remaining. 5 seconds remaining on the player advantage, and there is a happy penalty getter. Not really, I'm sure. It's gonna go against Heising, or excuse me, yes, number 18. Taylor Hansen, excuse me. So for 5 seconds, a 2-player advantage for Andover as they win the faceoff. Let's listen to the call.
Taylor Hansen for tripping.
Tripping is the call on Taylor Hansen. I think I heard that correctly. Nevertheless, another 2-minute advantage, so it'll really amount to a 4-minute power play here for Andover. And if they don't get back in this game, they'll look back at this 4-minute span here, and they weren't able to capitalize. And now Hills plays it, as getting there first would have been Pasqua for the Red Knights. Now outlet pass at mid-ice. Picking up the puck is number 11, Engler. Her shot gets deflected by Brooklyn Riley. Now behind the net. Picked up by number 11, Engler. Engler now at the top of the point there to the far side. Hannah Christensen skates in, gets pushed back, gives it up to number 3, Mackenzie Jones. Now right in front, the shot taken by number 11, Engler, and that's deflected by Hancock to the near side. Now Courtney Little, far side, number 3 again, Mackenzie Jones, cross rink pass, now put right on net from a tough angle by Courtney Little. 53 seconds remaining in the player advantage. Now right in front, pass deflected by number 11, Engler. Now that goes into the corner, and England gets it back. Now to 3, Jones. 42 seconds remaining. Lulu Rosinski gets her stick on it, keeps the puck out of that crease, and it's picked up by number 3, Mackenzie Jones, and her quick shot, and a glove save by Ellie Hancock, and she gets a pat on the back by Brooklyn Riley and Pasqua. They know how good of a save that was. As we look at the replay, number 3, Mackenzie Jones, and the quick wrist shot, and a nice glove save by Hancock, and all kinds of traffic. Stops the clock, 11:55 remaining in the match. 30 seconds remaining in the player advantage. Red Knights win an important face-off and kill, very important time. Bailey Gray all the way down. Hills comes all the way out of the net. just gets there before Hassler. Now Hassler spinning around, causing havoc and chaos, and her quick wrist shot will go, I think, deflected out of play. Or maybe her wrist shot was so good, she did it on her own. No, yeah, that's gonna be out. Oh, it went off the, did that go off the cross pipe? I think it did. My goodness, so that will mean if that had gone out of play on her own, that would have been a face-off outside the blue line. There's still 13 seconds left in the player advantage, but the face-off is in the Andover zone, and it's controlled by the Red Knights as Ruby Ryan gets it around. Zagrashek in the corner. 3 seconds remaining in the player advantage. Both teams at full strength right now as Heising breaks out of the penalty box into the play. Hassler steals the puck in the corner. Couldn't quite get it to number 18 from the box. Taylor Hansen, I should say, that came out of the box. And now here comes Andover. Nice stretched move by Ella Thorson. She's 2-on-2, tries to get by. She does. She goes high, top shelf, and Ellie Hancock with another brilliant save. Stops and smothers the puck and stops the clock with 11:01 to go. Ellie Hancock, the best I've seen her play this year. Watch this move, though, by number 2, Ella Thorson. Gets by Gray. That was brilliant. And then the brilliant save as Hancock, all kinds of concentration there. Great hockey, and we're tied 21 shots apiece now after that rush. Face off to Hancock's right, controlled by Andover. Now into the corner. Getting there for Andover, number 28. Boy, you can hear the contact all the way up here at the top of the rafters. Coming right in, point blank, number 9, Hannah Christensen. That goes hard off the backboard. These girls can really put the power on those shots as they echo throughout the arena. Now kept in nicely with the right paw, Mackenzie Jones, and that shot hard off the boards. They've been missing the mark, though. A lot of missed shots. If you're gonna score a goal, you gotta put it on net at some point. Now Hassler out there at mid-ice as the Red Knights finally get some relief with 10:20 to go in the match. Bailey Gray centering pass in the Andover zone. No one there for the Red Knights except for the Andover Huskies' Hannah Christensen. She comes into the zone. Both teams at full strength now after a 4-minute double minor penalty, actually. Two-minute penalties consecutively. And the Red Knights, nice job on the power play kill. If they hold on, they'll look at that as an important part of their win tonight. Now Benilde-St into the zone, getting there first. Nicely done, taken away by number 10 for Andover. That was Julia Gertis. And now in front, picked up by number 13, Shelby Larson. But the Red Knights take it right back with Benilde-St fanning on that shot from the top of the circle. Now the puck loose on the near side. Benilde-St plays it, tried to get it ahead to Morris as she came out of the corner. Now Courtney Little, she'll go down. No call there, that was close. And now it gets by, and we're gonna have an icing call as Benilde-St let that go smartly, and that will stop the clock with 9:17 remaining. And here is number 9, Hannah Christensen, coming right in on the doorstep. And that gets deflected. Well, she wasn't exactly on the doorstep there, was she? Okay, but that was right point blank in front. Now, the faceoff controlled by Andover, and it's played by number 3, Mackenzie Jones to mid-ice. Not enough on it for icing this time, and now here on the near boards is Emerson Rock. She's got some room and some speed coming in there as she gets it poke-checked away by Mackenzie Jones for Andover. And now back into the corner, and they'll break it out. That wrist pass, trying to break it out, was knocked out of mid-air by Pasqua, but now here comes Andover's number 14, Piper Andrews, and another save by Hancock, and she is really becoming the story here tonight. Another great save against a very talented player, Piper Andrews, going for that far right post. And Hancock snares that out of midair. Face off to her right, controlled by Andover, but unable to keep it in at the blue line was number 20, Molly Clough. Now Clough again on the far boards at mid-ice as the Red Knights, Hannah Christensen. Now that is number 29 for Andover, Sydney Hermanson. And now it comes out at the point, kept in nicely by Clough. Wrist shot into the corner, getting their first Bailey Gray, and she'll play it down. Is that gonna be icing on the Red Knights? It is. As it gets to the end line before Hassler could get there first. And another fast-moving period here as we look at the replay. And the shot trying to get between the two defenders. Hancock was ready for that tough one as that came in with some pace on it, and it was wobbly. And now a face-off will be to Hancock's right. She's faced 21 shots tonight, let in 1. She's got a 1.14 goals against average, and now the Red Knights win that, and Ruby Ryan skates out to mid-ice, then she'll turn and backhand it, gets it right on the stick of Hansen. Her backhand as she loses her edge. Again, I've noticed that several times tonight for these Red Knights. I haven't noticed the Huskies losing their edge quite as much, if at all. Now in front, and Heising with a shot in the pad, saved by Hills. Bang, bang, play there. No, that was the Krashek that had the shot. I get the 8 and 18 with the long ponytails I can't always see. Now an outlet pass to number 2, Ella Thorson. She comes in, centering pass right in front, shooting it. Hancock, and there's gonna be a penalty on Gray, I believe. From behind, hooking as Gray's looking around. And the Red Knights are gonna go on the penalty kill. And here is that replay. Ella Thorson comes in. Good defense there by the Red Knights, but there was all by her lonesome. Number 5, Amelia McQuay. And then after that, behind the net, Gray is gonna get rung up for hooking. And now, without having any penalties for the first 2 periods, the Red Knights are now, this is their 3rd or 4th, and I think that evens up the penalties 4 aside. I'm not keeping stats, I'm not writing them down, but that's about what it is. All right, now 7.5 minutes to go. Andover, this will be their 3rd or 4th power play. They had 4 minutes earlier in the period. They couldn't convert, and now they're gonna get another one. And you wonder if it isn't just a matter of time here. Andover's gonna make one go through. Right there in front, Hancock with another save. Gave up the rebound, but she gave up a good one as it went all the way to the near board. She didn't give it up in front. Nice job by Ellie Hancock. Now behind the net, number 3, Mackenzie Jones. She'll break it out, 128 in the player advantage for Andover. Cross rink pass off the mark, they'll have to regroup. Was Hannah Christensen, she loses it. Here comes Morris, she's got Pasqua on the left, and that gets tipped up. They blow the whistle right here as it went off the skate or ankle of the Andover player and out of play. Stopping the clock with 6:49 remaining. And here was this save by Hancock. Right in front. Had a little trouble with it, but she got in front of it and was able to deflect it well out of the scoring zone to the side boards. And then it ended up back in the Andover zone, and we are approaching 1 minute in the player advantage. Is skating in with it for Andover is Maya Engler. Centering pass to number 9, Hannah Christensen. She was basically in the slot, the middle of the circle. Now in front, and the quick bang bang play, and Hancock was all over that. Now to the near side, Courtney Little. Top of the key, backhand, far side, in front. Nice passing by Andover, but great defense by Brooklyn Riley right there. Now in the slot, another quick nifty pass in front. Quick wrist shot deflected. I thought I heard a whistle, but they play on. 6 minutes to go in the match. 27 in the player advantage. In front, Courtney Little, the puck flips up, and Hancock makes another glove save. And a couple fans are off their feet. 3 exactly, standing ovation for Hancock, and much deserved as well. Look at that, another glove save by the senior, Ellie Hancock. She has faced 29 shots on goal now, as Andover has really amped it up here. Now the one-timer by Schreifels. She's got the other only lone goal for Andover. Stick lost by Kessler. She gets it back. Now Schreifels again with the wrist shot that was deflected off the left shin guard by Ruby Ryan, and now it gets shot down just as the penalty expires. Great timing. Bailey Gray comes out of the penalty box. She goes onto the bench. Both teams at full strength with under 5.5 to play. Red Knights clinging to a 2-1 lead here as Ruby Ryan plays it in her own end zone. Now Vernig plays it into the Andover zone. Vernig pokes at it again. Now that frees up Hansen. Hansen with plenty of time, looking for a cutter. No one there except for Bendixson, excuse me, yes. Now on the far side, Red Knights keep it in at the point. That again is Vernig, and that is gloved by Hills. And every time she gloves it, she flips it out of her glove and flips it up like a flapjack and hands it to the official. Actually, warm pancakes on a cold 0-degree night sounds kind of good right now, actually. Okay, now face off to the right of Hills, controlled by Andover as they break it out with under 5 to go. They need a goal to get back in this thing, and now an offsides. As the Red Knight bench coaches, Kevin Gray and Kelly Panic, had their hands up, and the referees were right on it, and they stopped the clock with 4:47 to go. Period number 3. You are watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube as Brooklyn Riley hits Heising as she tried to get by the defender, couldn't control it. Now intercepted by Gray at mid-ice, and she'll wheel around to the near side. Pasqua skates it in quickly. Her shot ricochets off behind the net. Morris gets there, backhands it to number 21, Bryn Heising, and now she loses it. Nice defense and a poke check by Hannah Christensen. She doesn't have any numbers, 1-on-2, but she skates it all the way into the zone as she hangs in there with the puck. Brooklyn Riley harassing her. Now a chance for, oh, that was right through the crease. If there'd been a Husky there, that could have been a goal. Now with it in the corner, number 14, Andrews. And that pass ricochets along the near boards all the way back into the Husky zone. And we are now under 4 to play, and we'll keep an eye on Hills, the goaltender, to see if Andover decides to pull her and add a 6th skater. Now Andover into the zone, keeping an eye on the goaltender. Might be a little early for that. Now right in front, and the quick shot as she goes down was Ella Thorson, and that was deflected by Hancock, and another save. They didn't count that as a shot on goal, as I could see. Now it comes all the way down. They wave off icing. Getting there first for Andover, Taylor Schreifels. She'll play it along the boards, and now backhanded to mid-ice by Thorson for Andover. Getting there first, Josie Vernig, number 11, spins away, comes back up, now faces another forechecker, and now that's Benilde-St or Zakrashek. Plays it to number 18, Hansen, and her hard wrist shot from along the near boards at a tough angle. On target right here. This is a heck of a shot with that pace. And moving over Hills, she struggled with it momentarily. Fortunately for Andover, there were no Red Knights there, and she was able to smother it. And that stops the clock with 3:03 to go. Face off to Hills left. She came in with a 0.67 goals against average. Red Knights on a 4-game winning streak, looking for their 5th in a row. Wrist shot from the near side, taken by Gray, and another save by Hills. And that will be the Red Knights' 25th shot on goal. And the clock stopped again. We look at the replay. Bailey Gray spun out of that, came in with the short side on Hills, and she was able to make that save. Now Ryan keeps it in at the point. Centering pass gets all the way through to Gray now. Gray's gonna tee it up with a wrist shot, and that goes over the crossbar hard off the glass behind the net. Now picked up by 20, Molly Clough, the freshman for Andover, along the near boards. Red Knights doing a great job on the forecheck here, really making it difficult for Andover to clear the puck here late in the match, and they're down 2-1 Andover. Now they finally get it out, and it's interrupted by number 22, Addie Morris. And now behind the net is Gray. She'll come out, she's got room, gets it ahead to Benilde-St, and she'll guide it into the Andover zone, and the Red Knights will change as quickly as they can. And now Andover will try to take advantage with a long pass to the blue line to number 9, Hannah Christensen. She comes in, her shot deflected into the near corner. Under 2 to go as I keep an eye on Hills, the goaltender for Andover. She's still in the net, doesn't look like she's looking to the bench at all. Now puck loose, no call there, nor should there been. Puck though kept in the Red Knight zone, 1:43 remaining. Now breaking out, Zakrashek to Hassler, 2 dangerous players, 2-on-2 momentarily here. Hassler behind the net, looking for someone in front. Now she'll backhand it back to Zakrashek. Nice play there for Zakrashek and Hassler. Obviously they've got that down. Now with it behind, that's Hansen. Clock continues to wind down as Brooklyn Riley plays a wrist shot. Now centering pass, taken away by Courtney, but kept in by Riley. Wrist shot on net, and the glove save stops the clock with 1:09 to go. There is Clarabella Hills, the junior goaltender. Riley putting it right on net. And now we've got a timeout taken, the first one of the evening by Andover, and they are going to discuss strategy about pulling the goaltender. But first, they're going to have to win the faceoff and clear the puck out of the zone. And there's the wrist shot by Gray, just missing over the cross by Bailey Gray. It's amazing how much strength these women have on those shots. I was just going to say that Paul, our producer, pulls up the upcoming schedule for the Red Knights. Again, they got a 5-game winning streak, and then they're going to go to Bemidji. What is today? Today's the February 12th, in 2 days, Saturday. That'll be a long, cold trip up to Bemidji. That is in Beltrami County, and then they come back to town and play Wayzata just out to the west, and then they've got the holiday tournament coming up right here at the Rec Center. There'll be several games starting on the 21st against Waconia. Then they've got Orono on the 26th, the day after Christmas. That's the beginning of what they call the Silverback Shootout. And then in that Silverback Shootout, they'll have Centennial, Spring Lake Park, and then Hill Murray. So that'll be a great test. 3 games, the 26th, 27th, and 28th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if you're looking for something to do, bring your hockey kids down here and watch some great girls varsity hockey. Highly entertaining stuff, for sure. And then there's the rest of the schedule, at least to mid-January, so we probably won't be bringing a girls' Benilde game until sometime after that. So we'll keep an eye on them along the way. Meanwhile, Andover is done with the timeout. They're ready to go in their own zone. 1:09 remaining. Red Knights with the advantage, a 1-goal lead. Andover will be looking to pull their goalie, I'm almost certain. Okay, now face off to the left of Hills. Controlled by Andover's number 3, Mackenzie Jones. Gets it out to mid-ice. Hassler, though, puts it right back in onto the stick of Schraffels, and now back at mid-ice, and Addie Morris comes away with it, but she gives it up in her own zone, and now Hills leaves, and there's going to be a 6th skater as coming on the ice, number 2, Ella Thorson. Andover got what they wanted. 6 skaters, and they got control of the puck in the Red Knight zone with the skater advantage. Wrist shot from the far side, misses the mark. Andover, if I have one constructive criticism, and now that's gonna be on net, I believe it. It just misses wide right, and it's gonna be icing on the Red Knights. Kind of a double-edged sword when you try to score it from there, because then if you don't make it, it's icing, and it comes all the way back to your end. Just missing the side there. From my angle, when I saw it come across the ice in front of where I'm located watching this, it looked like it had a chance, and it almost made it. But meanwhile, face-off, dangerously so, for the Red Knights in their own zone. Hassler controls it. Her clearing pass got deflected in front. That allowed a shot to be taken by Mackenzie Jones, and for Andover to keep control of the puck with 20 seconds remaining. Shot from a tough angle, just trying to get some sort of rebound. Now in the slot, the quick wrist shot taken by Schraffels. Gets deflected to the corner. Brooke and Riley trying to tie it up. 8 seconds remaining. Puck loose in front, and they get it out to mid-ice. That's Pasqua with an empty net. She takes the shot. 1 second remaining, and that is the buzzer. And the Red Knights are jubilant as they come out and they smother. If you can get a shot of the goaltender over there, they are all over Ellie Hancock. They realize how brilliant she played and kept them in a tough game against the Andover Huskies, and what a match it was. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Our final score, 2-1 Red Knights, and we'll see you again.